If you're making it political, then I'd like to ask you. Then I'd like to ask you. In Gujarat, in the state. Then my question is.
Many words. Where is politics in it?
Fantastic. So how many top Congress leaders from Delhi came on national television and on Times Now when Gujarat Congress MP by the name of Vittal Radadia did not think twice before brandishing his gun at a toll booth operator? When asked for his original member of parliament identity card.
Whether it is a Congress MP brandishing a gun or whether it is somewhere else.
No. Name the Congress leaders who came on today. Name the Congress leaders who came on television then.
Not even a single cross, not even a spokesperson came out.
Mr. Goswami, yesterday what happened was not a police officer was killed. It was the murder of law and order situation in Punjab. You may call it politicizing the issue, but this is the effect in Punjab. And Punjab is a state, if I have to put this thing in a perspective again. In Amritsar, DIG Atwal was killed on the footsteps of the holiest of holy shrine.
It was during governor rule when the centre was ruling the state of Punjab.
Today again.
And it was a period of terrorism.
Okay, I have one. Okay, Shazia Ilmi.
A police officer is shot.
I will
just ask through you. This government, Mr. Goswami, is a very important question. Sir, it needs to be answered.
Sir, I want to say one thing. I want to say one thing. No, sir. I will say one thing. I will not allow.
I want you to find out the telephone numbers of the people he was in contact with.
Waste of time.
Sir, I want to say one thing. Sir, believe me, Mr. Jakhar, today.
3 months he was
today, Mr. Jakhar, everybody across India, their hearts are burning at the way in which an assistant sub-inspector of police is shot at by a loaded rifle of an Akali Dal General Secretary. Your hearts are burning. I request you, I know where you're coming from, your right intention. I will not allow this to be politicized. I want to get Shazia Ilmi in on this.
Some things I want to say.
I will come to you, but after Shazia, both as a woman, as a politician and someone in the public space, without politicizing it, why do you think this kind of incident is happening, not just in Punjab, but all over the country, again and again?
You know, the dynamics of power have gone terribly wrong in this country. And I think the rot has it's so deep that I don't know what to say. I woke up to this story and it was so sad because I remember I grew up in Kanpur and in UP. And you know how terrible eve teasing is, what it does to a girl who's growing up, to her morale, how difficult it is for her family to protect her, look after her, how many opportunities get taken away from her only because she's a girl and only because it's not safe for her because people eve tease her. Now this is a police officer who's trying to protect his daughter from eve teasing. Yeah. Just imagine how safe regular girls feel, their parents feel, their brothers feel, and how difficult it is in a situation which is anyway biased against women, against the girl child. Just imagine how sad this situation is. It is a very deep issue, and I don't know what to say. It's infuriating and also deeply saddening.
Shazia, the worry that I have
wrong with our system.
No, the worry that I have is a simple question. Everybody is saying this, that if this can happen, and it's happened all over the place. There was also a Trinamool Congress leader, people in Kolkata will remember, who brandished his gun at the staff member of a private hospital. Both these cases were caught on tape. But these people got away with just an FIR. So if you're a politician, you show your gun, brandish your gun, pull a gun, you will get away.
Not just that, Arnab, if you remember the rape cases, whether it's UP, if you remember what happened with Rita Bahuguna and Mayawati over the rape case and about the compensation, and also the rape cases that happened in Kolkata, in West Bengal, the kind of attitude even women politicians have towards these stories is abysmally pathetic. So I think there is a huge issue here. Something is terribly wrong with the way we think, with our DNA.
No, I'd say make an example of it. I'd say make an example of it. I don't know today, I'm sure to say it on record, I don't know today why the Akali Dal government in Punjab thinks it can get away by just simply limiting this case to that Akali politician. I don't know today why no top politician in Punjab says, I will resign out of shame for what has happened in my state. And you cannot have a press conference like the Minister of Punjab had today. You can never come on record and say we will offer compensation. There is no compensation for a police officer's life.
Yes. Correct.
Kirti Singh wanted to come in. Kirti, what's your point to Mr. Grewal and on the broader issue?
I want to say this, that we all know what's been happening. We've seen cases after cases of this occurring. Why don't we put in place preventive steps? Why don't we, even the Supreme Court now has come out with guidelines about how the police should act. There should be a standard operating procedure, and if there is dereliction of duty, immediate action should be taken. There should be a standard response time. We have to do something to actually remedy the situation on the ground. Of course it's sad, of course it's something that shouldn't happen, but what the fact is that it's happening repeatedly. Politicians and other influential peoples are carrying out crimes, they're getting away with it. So we need to put our house in order. We need to separate politics from policing. We need extensive police reforms, and let's start doing all this, because if we don't put our house, our law, our machinery in order, then we are not going to get anywhere, and we are all going to be
there is no punishment and there is no shame. Because I'm not making this political. Only one case, the same man, Vittal Radadia, Mr. Jakhar, your party nominated him for an MLA seat in this election in Gujarat. Far from being punished, he's being rewarded. Why?
Mr. Goswami,
no, why? What is the compulsion?
Congress, whether it happens anywhere else.
In Haryana.
Yeah, but that's what I'm coming back to you. It will take a while to get rid of all these things. Mr. Goswami.
Manu Sharma's father was rewarded twice after the conviction of Manu Sharma by giving ticket and making him a minister.
That's why I'm saying it's a cross-party problem. It's a cross-party disease. Arrogance is not limited to one political party. I never said that, but arrogance is spread across all political parties.
But now there is a difference between Akali Dal and the Congress.
No,
Congress tried to shield their men. The Akali punish their men. They don't allow them to take law into their own hands. Had it been so, the person could not have been arrested within 8 hours. His accomplice could have been arrested within 8 hours.
There should be there should be.
I 100% agree with you that this should
tell me one thing. Can you frankly, such a big incident happens,
and we have not allowed it.
Such a big incident happens, but unfortunately, perhaps in the political class of our country, you know, the country has changed, the media has changed, politicians have not changed because they think they can get away with a two-line statement. That two-line statement is empty, hollow, and means nothing, Mr. Grewal. It means nothing.
Hollow and
it means nothing.
It's a mockery.
The statement is followed by the action.
Complete mockery.
Yes, Shazia?
I'm saying this is a complete mockery. You know, these clean chits, this just dismissive statements that will take care of it. You know, we're a nuclear power. We have one of the biggest armies. We have a huge defense budget. But a girl in this country, a girl child, if you look at, and a girl who doesn't have equal opportunities, women don't feel safe. What kind of a country is this? I mean, I don't understand that. How can anybody in across all parties and, you know, influential kind of spectrum condone something like this and not have something solid in place where people are scared to even do this again?
Well,
there has to be a strong remedy, remedial measures. This is not enough.
Yes, Sumit.
Allow me a moment.
Yes, Sumit.
If our police is really honest and there is a proper patrolling by beat constables in the areas under their jurisdiction, we can do away with a lot of eve teasing which happens and which actually are a root cause to these further offences of shooting, just because the government is too liberal in granting licenses to people at large. The government needs to be stringent in the grant of licenses for firearms. The government has to ensure proper execution of the provisions.
So you are saying, you are admitting today, you are admitting today, Sumit, that the powerful people do exercise influence on the system and tweak it and make it convenient to you. Are admitting. I am
saying the government. You are
admitting. No, you are admitting it, Sumit.
Lackadaisical conduct of the government in checking.
No, don't blame the government. I am asking you, powerful people.
Yes, of course.
Of course. Is that why? Is that why Vikas Yadav, your client? Is that why Vikas Yadav, your client, was taken to hospital 66 times for treatment? to DDU for 6 times?
Well, therefore he was taken.
Really? And 60 times to the All India Institute of Medical Sciences?
No, he was suffering from Scheuermann's disease. There is a medical board report constituted by the High Court which says he was suffering from Scheuermann's disease for which he was being treated.
Neelam Krishnamurthy has a comment on that.
Today we are dealing with a problem which is a social problem.
It's all part of the same disease.
We need to, as responsible members of the society,
it's all part of the same disease.
Seek an answer from those.
It's all. You can't have systemic. You can't have systemic correction when individual rot has set in. Neelam Krishnamurthy wants to contradict you on that clearly. Neelam Krishnamurthy to Sumit Verma.
Yeah, I think we all know why Vikas Yadav visited AIIMS 66 times, and it's not shocking to us at all, because we all know all these rich and powerful people. They have contacts in the jail premises, they have contacts in the policing, they have contacts in the hospitals, and how they managed to get admitted there, and how he wasn't even allowed, why he didn't get discharged. There were reasons which were well known to people, because they didn't pay the bill, so obviously he could stay back there. So these rich and powerful people really find ways to get all the comforts when they're behind bars, and when they are during the trial, they know how to delay the procedures by asking for adjournments. And once you have a lawyer with a good face value, which these people can actually afford, the adjournments are granted as a drop of a hat. It can be a trial court, High Court, or a Supreme Court. It doesn't matter. The only time when the lawyers are actually available is when these people are behind bars. You'll find a battery of lawyers representing these people, and you can be sure that that's the only time when you'll find them. The moment they're given bail, these lawyers just disappear. They're either on the legs in a superior court, or they have to go for some prayer meet or something. They'll come out with all their excuses.
Okay, to our viewers, to our viewers, because we're going to pick up this once again tomorrow, I just want to make a point. Please write in to us, and we would like some of our viewers to join the Newshour debate tomorrow. What would you like to say about the manner in which Assistant Sub-Inspector Ravinder Pal Singh lost his life? Do you think this can be claimed to be a one-off case? Is this a case of political arrogance? And how should India fight this kind of arrogance? Like to hear from you. Please tell us what you think, and we will bring some of our Newshour viewers on this show tomorrow. Taking a very short break. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.